I just want to chime in on this situation, and I want you to hear just a few words from me as an institutional investor. I am considered one of these institutional investors who, full disclosure, I have shorted, and I am involved in a fund that has shorted a GameStop and many other stocks and evaluations and companies that they're shorted for a reason. These controls and levers of financial securities and mathematically and systematically and meticulously researched in our own very important way to make sure that that things are evaluated fairly. So when you have a system that's run amok, who's investing in something simply for not for valuation reasons or value reasons, it's got nothing to do with value, does it? It's an entirely emotion-driven situation. Well, why don't we just throw the whole market in the trash then? If that's the case, if you want to prove a point, then you can go on and short Wells Fargo, for example, for being disingenuous but we have a system that is based on research. You have a system that's based on emotion and fear and euphoria. We use our heads, and the more logic you apply to the game, the more important. That's why shorters make money. That's why I make money. That's why I drive an Audi, okay? Full disclosure, it's an S4. What do you drive? It's a difference. That paid for my car, but I'm not trying to boast here. It's the thing is that when you apply the same logic to the market, you're giving a 7-Eleven hot dog value, the value of a filet mignon, or a beef Wellington, for example. We manage the funds of the everyman. You think $1 million is a lot? Oh, you have to be a millionaire to get involved in a hedge fund anyway. Well, $1 million is not very much, honestly. Be honest with yourselves. If you have $1 million that you worked for your whole life, you're 65 now, you rely on me to make your money now, then we have a method of securing that money for people like your dad or your mum or your sister or your brother or you. If you were to hand it over, you admitting you're handing it over to someone who is smarter than you. We do these things for a reason. I'm not going to explain, I'm not going to go into the entire theory of higher economy with you right now. I went to school for that. Okay, I'm dealing with a situation that you don't understand, and you're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin it for millions and millions of people who rely on us. And if that's not something you understand, then there's going to be pain and suffering. We're involved in US markets. We're involved in Forex trading. Do you even know what Forex is? I wouldn't think so. Need for Speed Underground 2 for GameCube. It doesn't really make any sense anymore. There's a reason why it's shorted. And, we'll sit here and have a laugh based on it's a game. It's a game to you, And listen, I know we have a target on our back these days. I'm just trying to enlighten you to the fact that if you're watching respectable journalists, CNBC, CNN, BBC, and you see reputable financiers who are telling you that you are going to get hurt, and you're listening to me, and I'm telling you that you are going to get hurt, you better listen, because I've had it. I'm fed up with it. As I said, I have decent things. I have a nice home. I have an Audi, as I said earlier, and that's okay for me. But if you get hurt doing this in this situation, it's going to be worse for you. So best leave the financing to the finance experts. If you were asked to select someone to hit a three-pointer or else the world was going to explode, and you had your choice between the chunky kid who more likely to work at GameStop, or Steph Curry. And it's very hard to come to terms with what's been happening lately. Very difficult indeed. From this is going to stem what much needed regulation. We thirst for regulation in this industry, and they won't have any money to invest, with us. So I thank you for listening to me and just hearing it from my perspective, and I just hope this whole thing blows over. We've learned a valuable lesson that we do not, we cannot trust the everyman to do a professional's job.